Hey y'all, Redneck Reads Reddit. We're going to do some more Tales from Tech Support. See what we can get into. As always, I'm just hitting these, reading them live. So we got here. Oh, yeah, I need some tech support. There we go. You're not helping me by. Hey, Azals02. I think I butchered that one good enough. Alright, yesterday I got a call to my L1 service desk, and the caller was upset that his his ticket with the debt. Blah, 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 blah. That's our dog. That's Smokey. All right. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah. I feel like my eye's gonna start twitching here in a minute. All right. All right, let's see if we can get through this one, and maybe she will hush. She's not gonna hush. Anyway, yesterday I got a call from my L1 service desk, or to my L1 service desk, and the caller was upset that his ticket wasn't resolved yet. Looked it up and saw that it was submitted the day before and escalated to our desktop level 2 group. We do internal tech support, so when you're calling us, you are calling your coworker. Cast is me, and AC is Angry Caller. Me, so I see that this ticket was sent over to our desktop group yesterday for them to investigate and resolve for you. While I don't see any notes since then, I can follow through with them and have them reach out to you. Well, it's not working. You need to fix this now. I examined the ticket to see if there's something we can fix. But the previous take did everything we could, hence why it was escalated. Okay, I did look over the ticket, and the person you spoke to yesterday did everything we could do on our side, which is why they escalated it. At this point, the only thing you can do is follow up with desktop for you. Are you deaf? I just said it's not working, or that's not working. I just want to speak to your boss so he knows you're not trying to help me. Me, I am trying to help you the best we can. Unfortunately, due to company policy and procedures, this is the only thing I can do. And when we do send the follow-up request, my boss gets included on them anyway. So he would know about it. This went on for about 5 minutes, where he kept saying I wasn't listening to him, and I would tell him I was, but our policy only allows us to do so much. Basically telling him he's not doing what he's saying I'm not. Angry Caller, 5 minutes later. Well, since you're not going to help me, I'm going to go around you and get it done myself since you won't help me. Me, ready to be done with this nutcase. Have a good day. After this call, I was good to my word and contacted the group, copying my boss in on it, and it looks like there was progress on the ticket since then. I really hope they pull that call and remind him that he shouldn't talk to coworkers like that. But I'm not holding my breath unless he makes a big enough stink about it. But too long didn't read. Customer confuses not being able to fix the issue at L1 with not wanting to help. But you're the help desk. Don't you know? Help desk, you're supposed to have all the help. You're supposed to help. Everything. It doesn't matter if it's a computer. You could have a flat in a parking lot. You're supposed to come help. Oh, me. And I'm going to assume that name means Arizona Owls. AZ Owls 02. Yeah, you're now Arizona. Alright, let's see. My video card is acting up. By DRAZ 2010. Customer comes in on the desktop and states the video drivers won't work well, and he can't install them correctly. Specifically, the latest update. Almost 5 hours later, the answer is found. He bought a Dodge XH VGA GTX 1060 6 gigabytes from eBay because it was cheap as yes, darling.
How's that going to help us get Sandy back out from under the house?
Well, that explains why the dog was barking. There's one under the house now. Great.
And
I'll be back.
I figured out.
Okay, I'm back. The dog's out from under the house. And it is fixed, I hope. Okay, so, yeah, he bought the Dodge card from eBay because it's cheap AF, and video drivers don't work because it's a GT 550 Ti, 1 gigabyte with a reflash chip that makes it show as a 1060. Installing 550 drivers work, but some games simply crash when they try to go upper that 1 gigabyte of VRAM that the card has in reality. I remembered that the customer came in a few months back, started to talk, and he found a killer bargain on a CPU, motherboard, RAM, and a video card. Well, the CPU and motherboard are okay. The video and RAM, well, not so, especially the video card. The guy's going to try to get a refund. I hope it'll end well for him. Yeah. Gotta watch what you're buying. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. More than likely is. Alright, let's see here. Just to be clear, you're asking how much resources would the server confuse while the whole site is offline? By Rycon 8420 or 8472. Background. I'm working with a technical client who used to work in our IT from the late 2000s up till 6 years ago, and got promoted to a manager. Usually he is easy to deal with, and I can talk to him without removing tech talk from the conversation, as he helped build a lot of our current setup back in the day. The system is an external facing system with a very large customer base and a massive footprint in our infrastructure. This is only dealing with one part of the system. Anything in quotes has been changed to keep with the anonymity rule. Hey, hi client. I've been asked to call you as we needed to talk about the amount of resources your servers and VMware are holding. Mainly memory, as we are dangerously low. I've done the research and I've come to the conclusion that each of your servers no longer needs the 40 gigabytes of memory, since if you remember we split the load that these systems are processing from 2 servers to 6 servers over our 2 sites back in April. During the test, we kept the same resources for the 6 servers as we had allocated for the 2 server configuration. I now want to lower each server's memory from the 40 gigabytes assigned to 24 assigned to each server, as they no longer need that much resources. Client, well, that is what the specs say on APP documentation, so we can't lower it. Me, yes, I wrote and updated that document a year ago when this project began. If you look at the bottom of the article, it says based on a 2-system configuration, and that the resources should be scaled down if we ever decided to scale out the server infrastructure. When I wrote the documentation, there was a possible plan to chop up APP into smaller pieces, and now that we have the load on a single server, it isn't what it used to be. Client, I believe the system still uses all the resources, so if anything, we need more. We can't have the APP going down. Me, here's a graph showing memory usage on these servers for the past 6 months, since we moved to a 6-server setup. On average, the servers are consuming less than 10 gigabytes of memory. And even at its peak, when we lost our second site due to a large power outage, when we were still operating out of the first site only for 2 days. Each of the remaining nodes was only consuming 19 gigabytes of memory at their peak. Well, what happens if you lose both sites? Won't that mean that the servers will start consuming double those resources again and will still need the 40 gigabytes of memory? Me, 30 seconds of silence when my brain computes what they just said. Are you asking how much memory servers would consume if we lost both our sites at once? Yes, wouldn't that mean that the server would consume double the resources of the already doubled load? Me, 30 more seconds of silence as I feel a small trickle of blood well in my nose. Well, just to be clear, if you're asking if we lost both sites that host our servers due to a power outage or network outage like we did during the last power outage, you're asking how much resources would the server consume at that site while the whole site is offline? Client, 30 seconds of silence on their end. Oh, I'll address it with my team today and get back to you. God bless y'all. Bless you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Because it's times like that, I would be like, you just asked me how much a computer would use if it was turned off. There's a reason people have these IT jobs, and they have these customer service based jobs, because they can ask the questions correctly. Then you get people like me that goes, you were dropped on your head as a kid, weren't you? And normally the conversation goes downhill from there. But alright, y'all, I guess that's going to be enough Tales of Tech support for today. Let's see, we got 3 stories read off. We got the dog out from under the house. We fixed its path of egress, or ingress. We fixed the whole dog going in. We hope. Oh, and I discovered that we have an outdoor cat that has found a way into the attic, so that should be fun to fix tomorrow. Yay! Anyway, y'all, if you're liking what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell, hit all. Bing! Just so you know every time I upload another video. And y'all, you have a blessed one. I'm going to get on out of here. See y'all later.